No.
Dumpster. Hey, Dad, can I go see the dumpster with you? That's what Lily used to tell me. She was small. I would have my dumpster out that I was cleaning.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I gotta go to work. See you, like, doing it at nighttime. And she's like, Dad, can I go to the dumpster with you?
Oh.
She would want to dig in there. So I'm like, no. So let's pull the shack back. Let's close it.
Yep.
Watch Apex tool bag. So now we got the repairs done. We're gonna those rods, is that fast drying?
I don't know how dry it is. Let's check these out. Okay.
They're getting close. It's cold and clammy out here today.
Yeah.
Put your toe right
Yeah.
there.
Cincinnati says, "What's up?" Wild West says, "Hey guys." Hey Wild West.
Wild West. We about to see who can handle the best steel toe test.
Man.
Who's got steel toes on?
Not me. I
Chris got steel toes. Come here.
No, he doesn't.
What kind of shoe is that?
That's a damn tennis shoe.
He moved his foot. Tell you what is this, about a 7 pound or 5 pound?
I don't know. It's just a sledgehammer with a short handle, duct tape all around it.
Dude, probably got COVID all over it. Yep.
You can smell.
Anyway, let's do this demolition work to this Ford F-150.
Hey,
Live on YouTube. We're gonna demo it out.
you gonna do some body work for me, huh?
No, I probably can make it match.
Oh no. Hey now.
How much does a tailgate cost? This would get some views, wouldn't it?
That's aluminum. That's like a lot of money. Oh no.
How much does a tailgate cost? Leave a comment.
I don't. Probably $800.
Oh, you made $800 yesterday.
Oh no.
Well, right there too.
Oh, not in the camera.
You gonna do it? Like on that Ford.
Yeah.
We're like Chevy over here.
Wild West says always can use a bigger hammer.
Always. What's that old saying about bigger hammer? No, that's a scalpel and a hatchet, right?
I don't know. That's before my time.
Don't bring a scalpel to a hatchet job or something. I forget how it goes, but anyway.
Kirk Harrison says looks pretty heavy. That's what I have to deal with every time I take a piss.
I can't see well enough to shoot straight, so I'll just carry this in my pocket. Get a little belt buckle right there.
Yes, indeed. Wild West laughing it up.
Yes, indeed, man. So what we got here, guys, this is one of our dumpsters we maintain. We're going to be coming back to clean it a couple days, but we've had some strong winds come through the area over the past, how many hurricanes we had this season? 18 of them? So it did a number on these dumpsters. We're going to be here about an hour, so we just wanted to go live real quick to say hello to everyone. Tell everyone Merry Christmas as well. We hadn't had a chance for y'all. Hope y'all stayed safe and having a lot of fun. The fun part. Don't worry about the safety part, right? So what we got here, the doors got slammed back and forth, and usually that happens when someone puts trash in it, whether it's somebody illegally dumping or one of the workers here, and didn't latch it all the way. So when it's latched, it'll hold up to some pretty stiff winds, but when it's loose, this is nothing but like a barn door. 5 mile an hour breeze is moving, and as you see here. So you can imagine what maybe a 60, 70, 80 mile an hour breeze did to this a couple months ago. And it bent those rods over there. You can kind of see what we straightened them out, repainted them. It's a $400 repair job to a dumpster door. So that what's that other little piece called? That's the
lock bracket.
The bar or whatever.
Yeah,
it's called.
the lock bar.
Yeah, it kind of goes.
Yeah, sir.
It was bent to mount it right here, and what it does, it connects to this other piece to make it lock, and then this is not enough. So this is just middle support. So that then they got the bars at the bottom. And what was the name of that bar? It's 18 inches long. It's,
yeah.
I can't think.
Kristen, do you remember that name? Lynch bar.
Lynch bar, something like that. But yeah, they're 18 inches long standard, and they go down into a hole that's in a concrete. Now, since the wind has racked this entire dumpster enclosure, we got to drill new holes as well, and that's where we got a generator and hammer drill here with it. But again, we're gonna be here about an hour. $400. Actually, I told them $375 to $450 because I didn't know how much the brackets cost. They was like, do it. They have to have it done. It's city code. You can't have dumpster doors flopping around. They have to be latched. Actually, the dumpsters by city code have to be maintained. So you've heard the old saying, a dumpster fire. So you can't have all this trash outside of the bin. And so they can get a stiff fine on like $1,500, and then it's $1,500, $500 per day after that. So
Wow.
they're in a hurry to get it done quickly. Now these people didn't receive a fine or nothing, but they've been a little proactive. And plus, I don't want their property looking like junk. So
Yeah.
so Apex, we got any questions about this, or? I know Chris had a couple he had to ask me.
Let me see here.
The big hammer.
Okay. Random American says, I wonder, do businesses write off the $400 charge as a business expense?
That is a great question, actually. So we're going to answer questions while our little part's dry over there. So we got a couple minutes to spare. So yes and no. Anything over $600, they have to send you a W-9 on, or a 1099. So you'll issue them a W-9. That's your personal tax information or EIN number if you're incorporated. So obviously we have an ongoing account with these people. They spend tens of thousands of dollars with us a year taking care of their properties, primarily doing their dumpster pads. Not going to name the business for obvious reasons. We have every guy in town coming over here to try to get our jobs, which they can't, but it just causes a bunch of mess. So we do tens of thousands a year for this company, one of many, and so obviously that's getting above the $600, and they do issue us a tax form. And then we take that over to our CPA, sometimes quarterly, and they do our stuff from there, and it's all legal. But if you were doing this just on a handyman basis, and maybe as a mom and pop restaurant, mom and pop gas station, some of those places like that, sometimes they will pay you out the register if it's cash. Legally, you're supposed to put that into your taxes. Legally, they're supposed to claim it as well. Legally, you're supposed to issue them a receipt. But from my experience, most people don't bother with it because the tax liability on that small amount is so minor, it outweighs the tons of paperwork with it. That's why I've always been an advocate of a flat tax. So the money we spend on CPAs and attorneys to do our taxes is incredible. If they can make it easier and a little bit more uniform, I think it'd be better for everybody. What's your thoughts, Apex?
Absolutely. Streamline the process.
Yep. So a lot of our charges, sometimes, we charge them $400 repair this gate here. What y'all said, y'all spent $4 at Lowe's on the paint and a little part.
Yeah, just the paint. Yep.
So since we have such a big account with these people, we have to be fully insured, background checked because of where we at. And so those sort of things drive up the cost to our customers. Some of that cost has got to be passed on. So the more legal you get in your business, the more you can charge, the more it separates you from your competition. I hear a lot of guys saying, there's a lot of competition in my area, and there is here for us. Man, my God, there's probably, with a stone's throw distance from here, there's probably 10 pressure washing crews, 15 handymans, and probably 30 lawn care people that all would come do this for $400. But a lot of them, they're not legit. They haven't been in business. They don't have the reviews. They don't have the
reputability,
reputation, and all of that stuff. And then they ask for your insurance papers, and you ain't got it. Then how does that work out? So. Yep, being legit, that's what we're getting Apex up to 100% legit for his little business. Apex Pressure Washing, y'all go check out his channel here on YouTube. I think he's at about 6 subscribers now.
Hey, I'm knocking on 400. I'm over
really?
I'm over 350, well over 350.
Dang.
Very excited.
We gotta get Big Chris on his channel. If y'all want to see Big Chris's YouTube channel, for him to start one, drop a comment in the box below. And let him know y'all be anxious to see him here on YouTube. Yeah. He's got some interesting life stories he could tell.
Yeah.
That dude, he's probably lived more than 10 men in, what are you, 32 now?
31.
31. I think he aged him a little bit. In his 31 years, he's lived enough probably to fill 8 lives for sure.
Yep.
So what's next, Apex? You want to kind of explain the process here? See what we up to?
Okay, so as soon as our hardware finishes drying, what we're going to do is put the latch pin back on with the 2 screws there. And what that does is it mates to this part. And when you slide it into this latch pin, I'll just use my finger here for reference. What it'll do,
Want me to hold your camera?
I got it, is it'll slide past this and just lock in like that. So it's easy. You just close it and it locks.
Now that's not enough to hold this secure, right?
No,
Just
indeed
one
not.
latch in the middle.
So we also have those bars drying over there, those 2 drop bars, drop pins,
Yeah,
whatever
we
you
can
want to
open
call
them
them.
up and show them how it goes on the inside.
Yeah, so, you know, if you guys have seen this before, there's 2 brackets here and the pin goes down through them, but this one is supposed to be a little bit higher. We're going to adjust it. And what that's going to do is keep it from wobbling back and forth and just make it a straight drop up and
Gives it a little
down.
more leverage right here, 2 holding points. And
Yeah.
now the end of this bar drops down into a hole. There is a hole here. If it doesn't match up when we're done, we're gonna put a new hole in the concrete.
Yeah.
Actually, probably 2 of them. So
Yeah, so the employee, they just pick the pin up, they pull it over, and then they drop it into the concrete hole. And then at that point, you have something at the middle of the door holding it, and then that anchor at the bottom holding it from swinging. And
yeah, this is your strong point here on this door. And this door is, I don't know, it's about a 10-foot door. What do you think? Or
yeah,
10 and a
it's
half at least?
it's a house.
So
Yeah,
it's got some weight to it. This thing probably weighs a few hundred pounds. Very broad, and you can see a 5 or 10 mile an hour wind would slam this back with such ferocity.
it will build up its momentum and then bind against the hinge points.
Yeah, then you've got your hinge points and stress points here, but these seem to be fine, so they've gotten lucky. If you had to take one of these doors off, that's a task. Laying that thing down, you got to have a few people for it.
And then the adjustment points are here at the top of this bar. You have a nut on top of there with threads in both directions, and you can either loosen or tighten both of these diagonal lines here, and that'll either raise or lower the door slightly. Yeah.
You're not going to get 8 inches of play out of it. You might get inch and a half at the most. So that's just to tweak that door height and to set the gap separation. So what do you think about if you had a service where you, because these are broken everywhere, like we could probably look, there's a dollar store across the street, there's something down there, they're all broken. If you had a route where you went by and not even cleaning them, but just repairing them, you would probably stay busy 7 days a week just repairing them. And you could probably do it all. Like, you can bring a little generator out the back of your truck, a couple power tools, you back up here Sunday, ain't nobody here. You could probably repair 10 of them in a day.
Absolutely.
$400 each.
Yeah, and
You're
it's
happy to pay it.
everybody has to throw stuff away. It's the most ambiguous type of work.
Yeah. Imagine if a man went around at $300 a piece repairing it. If there's a broken board on it, you can have these planks on the truck. They're all the same. Little saw, whatever. What was that truck you were saying that has that plug-in in the back of it?
Okay, so the new F-150 that's coming out 2021, it's got a 7.5 kilowatt. It's got 2 outlets in the back near the tailgate on the inside of it, and you can put your truck into something called generator mode, and it'll idle there, and it'll make power for you. They said you could run a jackhammer off of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that would pay for a brand new truck. If you just did some dumpster door repairs on the weekend, you would own that new truck for free.
Yes, indeed.
$400 a door. Some of them might be a little more, some of them might be a little less. How many could you do like this in a day if you came out here 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, got an early start, had a couple work lights with you, 8 to 9 hour period, you could probably...
You can make over $1,000 easily.
Oh my God, yeah, that would only be 2 of them.
Yeah.
So you could, if you did 6 in one day,
Dude,
at, let's say an average of $400 each, that's $2,400 right there.
yeah, that's a fine payday right there.
There's no reason, and I tell guys all the time, if you look around, there's no reason. If you got 2 hands and a little bit of ambition, motivation, there's no reason to be below that poverty line. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a way, you know. If you put forth effort, you're going to see results. Like,
so this might be what you need to start doing.
The
We
big
can SEO for you.
I could do stuff like this. Like, I'm very mechanically inclined. I'm not a world expert or anything, but I know my way around the wrench.
I
And
particularly would rather be off today, but I do it just to keep my customer happy here, obviously. You know?
yeah,
But yeah, man, we could probably get you and Big Chris on a little repair route if y'all can ever get a day off. And you had to go get that new Ford or the generator.
yeah.
Which one?
I'll just write it off as a work expense.
You could. The generator. The Ford truck would be.
Yeah, $40,000 generator.
Had to have it on for Sam.
Yes, indeed.
I know a guy that tried to write off a boat one time.
Why?
He needed his boat for like therapy, stress relief, or whatever because of his work.
Man.
I was like, hey, good try. Good try. They said his CPA looked at him and said, really? He's like, hey, all I can do is ask.
Yeah, we got 26 people watching live. We got 5 likes. We do appreciate our likes.
We like those thumbs up. I don't know why, but they say always ask for a like. So we asking for some likes.
Yeah, they rolling in up to 7.
Oh yeah, come on.
8. Yeah.
Hey, the 100th like gets a $10 bill, right?
10 likes. Yes, indeed.
So why do they want us to tell everybody to like the video? Does that help with the promoting it or something?
Well, what it does is it like you said, it promotes it. It makes YouTube think, oh, well, we need to put this video out to more people. It'll show up in more feeds. It's just all around, gets your video out more. And, you know, considering we're giving out some helpful tips here, it's a win for everybody.
Monday morning, Google's going to get slammed with about 10 SEO and for dumpster repairs. 10 new businesses pop up.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, it's a legit though. You know, I think
Yeah.
so. I mean, just imagine if you repairing their dumpsters, cleaning them. What else is all around here? You know, y'all seen the stuff we did. We've installed things on the wall for them, unclogged the toilet one time on the weekend. I just went to Lowe's and got a plunger, and I just went at it. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get these clients and they don't have time to be calling and texting 3 different contractors and getting 3 different quotes and running it through their system. They just send us text or email, hey, can you come repair our dumpster? And, you know, just try to make it happen.
Yeah, you want to be that. You want to be the guy, you know.
Even if you can't do these repairs, everybody knows a handyman. Grab that handyman, say, hey, I'll give you $100, you ride with me for about an hour.
Yeah, Wild West said, just be the man.
Yeah, just be that guy, you know. Now there are certain things I'm not going to do, but you know. So
Yeah. All right.
so we probably you want to try to mount this thing right here? That we should be good with that.
Yeah, I can do that if you or
Chris
Chris.
on the camera.
Oh, Big Chris behind the
Big
camera.
Chris is behind the camera. We got any outstanding questions on that?
I don't see any questions popping up.
That's good.
Stuff is it's pretty dry, still a little bit tacky, but paint still has integrity.
Oh, you know, I almost forgot. This is one of the reasons why I went live. I done got caught up in talking about dumpsters. I don't have a link in here now, but guys, if you go check out my resource page, they had dropped the prices on everything, on most of the stuff, I believe, significantly. So if it's always something you was wanting on that training page, go to one of our latest videos on YouTube, not this live because I don't have the link there, post it, click on our resource page, go check out those new prices. I think you'll be happy. It's like a Merry Christmas thing. We're also going to make another announcement and upload it here the next day or so when we have some time. So Jacob, you want to come in and get a little bit tighter shot of them?
I'm getting these hand started because I have to get my other wrench out of my bag in order to fully.
Just kind of hold it in place.
All right, we got a question from Shelton. Do you think dumpster pads are easier to get other than other jobs?
Yes, the dumpster pads are very easy to get using the right techniques because it's less expensive than other stuff. And what I always say is kind of least common denominator gets you on the property. It gets you in their system. It's not a real expensive item for them to budget in, so it's not a budget breaker, if you will. And another aspect of it, they have to have it clean for safety, for health, and for city code reasons. So go after those dumpsters. I'd be afraid to say how much I've made over the years just on cleaning dumpster pads. hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's led into a lot of other stuff, leads into the parking lot striping constantly. Because what I do when I send them an invoice for their cleaning their dumpster, I'll drop a quick little estimate down at the bottom of my invoice. Because the reason why I do that, because the person paying my invoice usually has the decision making capabilities and responsibilities. So I'll just drop a quick note at the bottom. Hey, thanks for the work. What was our invoice? Blah, blah, blah. I seen that your parking lot need to be striped. We can take care of that in the next couple weeks if approved. Total price is X amount of dollars. You just throw it out there. And, you get 5 out of 6, maybe 5 or 6 out of 10 take the bait. And it takes you 2 seconds to add it in there.
Another good question we had is insurance required for dumpster pads?
Not usually. I've never been asked for my insurance papers for cleaning dumpster pads, but they will eventually ask you to do other things on the property, like clean the storefront, clean the roof, doing stuff like this. And as those ticket items start to raise up quite a bit, at some point they're gonna ask you for your insurance papers, and you need to be moving in that direction anyway. If you're out there doing some pressure washing and don't have insurance, your next step is to get insurance, and then actually get workers' comp on top of that, and then you'll be all legit. And then 9 out of 10 of your competition don't have that insurance, and you will get the job every time for a much higher price. So it pays for itself even.
So before I tighten these up completely, we need to make sure this is lined up correctly.
So we're gonna back this up.
Yep. Backed out.
Make sure we kind of flush and even here.
Okay, and it'll slide in like that. Okay, let's close now. So in its closed position, it'll be right there. Okay, now let me get this lined up completely. Completely lined up.
Watch the whole thing fall off.
So this has to be right here. Okay, and now I can tighten it up.
I'm gonna go grab my water. Don't y'all say any bad words. Wild West is still on there. Wild West, while I go get my water, y'all keep an eye on these boys. Keep them straight.
Southeast is in the channel.
Southeast is in the town.
These from the southeast.
He said it looks like Alabama engineers.
All right, so. And then it'll close.
So that's flush at the top, right? And the bottom?
Yeah, it's looking good. It'll close like that.
Now I'm gonna show y'all something that can make you a lot of money. Are you ready? Look at that skid right there. That skid. Go check out southeastsoftwash.com, baby. Get you a skid today. So we're getting it all good and flush.
Yeah, so the latch is flush and it works like.
Did y'all put something in my water? This tastes funny. Boy, they always pulling tricks on me. Oh, there goes the sheriff's department right there. He's going to the bank across the street there. So you got it?
Yeah, so it'll close and then it'll go flush. Alright, so next up, we're gonna get these drop pins. I just call them drop pins.
Yeah, you can go grab them. They might be a little tacky if we repainted them, but they're probably pretty dry. They say walk softly but carry a big hammer.
These two, I'm gonna set them on my black bag for now while I'm getting the brackets lined up here.
So you gotta raise that one a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris, you got any good questions in there we need to answer?
Someone just asked, do they ever require reclamation on dumpster pads?
No, not really. Usually we just shove that stuff off in the grass. But a lot of times guys don't know this, or a lot of guys don't know this. Not all drains go and drain to a public waterway. Some of the drains go to a sand trap, especially at gas stations and stuff. So just do your homework on that. Sometimes you don't have to reclaim your water. And I see guys doing it and they just causing themselves extra work. Or if you can divert the dirty water into a grassy area like we normally do, just let it dry out right there. Usually you're fine. Now, obviously, the trash in there, you can't be putting that everywhere. You pick that up with like a big snow shovel or a trash pickup little thing or something. Don't get in there and touch it.
Forever Self-Employed, join the chat. He just donated 5. Southeast Soft Wash donated $99.99.
What? Man, we talking about some sandwich money right there. Oh, I got that soap in. Hey, did I tell you Southeast sent me some red soap?
He sent you some red soap?
Man, I got to get Jacob a gallon for his skid too. That's his skid right there that he built himself.
Oh,
but
Lord.
we ain't gonna talk about how bad that one came out. I had a guy text me the other day. He said, "I see your review on Southeast Soft Wash skid." He said, "Can I build one myself?" I said, "You can, but you can be like Apex, spend $2,600 building it, and it doesn't work."
I mean,
So, I mean, it works, but
it works, but I don't have the fancy, you know.
when it rusts out his bed of his truck and ruins his fuel pump,
aluminum.
he's gonna
you
wish
know.
he paid a few extra dollars.
I'll say this: Cody makes a quality product, all right? Because yours runs like a new car. Now, mine gets the job done, but if you're doing this for serious living, you have enough money. You're gonna make enough money to get Cody's skid.
That church roof we did paid for the skid plus
Yeah.
some that one day.
So like you can go make a few bucks with your own little, get type deal, your own little build. But ultimately, once you make enough money washing roofs, just get a skid. Like
Roll it up and move on to the next one.
that's what I'm saving up for currently.
It's
you know?
God's my witness. We got the skid. We came home the following day, or might have been the next weekend. We did one roof, $5,000. Big Chris and Apex sprayed it out. I don't know, that white church roof, I think there was on it maybe 6 hours, $5,000. So
Yeah.
go figure that out, you know.
Southeast said Apex calling first of the year. He'll hook you up with a system.
Oh,
Boy, he needs it too.
Yeah, I need it. I'm making money. I need that.
He needs it.
All right, so we take one of our drop
Hey,
hits
give him
here.
that preferred discount. That means jack the price up 50%. Charge him more. So you going good? You need his hammer here?
Not yet. Okay. The other here.
Why do you have a bumper sticker that says Joe Biden on your?
I do not. Lord, trying to give me
All right, you got it.
Yeah, just about here. Lined up in here.
Look at that, it stands up like
Get the
this.
straight part.
We should have got Forever Self-Employed out here today.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Wasn't you supposed to go help him or something?
He he
figured
got you
it out?
guys to help him instead because I was gone.
No, that other little deal he was messing
Oh,
with.
he got his dad to help him.
Oh, okay, they got it fixed.
Alright.
I think I think it's gonna be fine. I heard he was getting him a new helicopter.
A new helicopter.
Yep.
Sure.
Hey, you know, speaking of that, what if we got a drone? I couldn't see good enough to fly, but Chris could.
Dude, I can fly a drone.
I'll buy one.
Dude,
We can get some overhead shots. Doesn't it just like sit there and hover or something and take video of it?
Yeah, so it's got 4 propellers, so it's really stable.
That's what they call a quad.
Yeah, the quad drone, that thing, it'll work.
We ought to look into that. That probably put some good footage out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say there was one that you could ride on?
I mean, yeah, that would cost like a lot of money though.
Well, with your money, I mean, it'd be nothing, huh?
Yeah, I wish.
I can see Jacob getting on a quad drone, flying himself right into a power line.
Hey.
Boy, we'd smell bacon burning, huh?
Here, I gotta adjust this bracket some to make it slide easier.
I got some WD in the truck if you need it.
I got the tool here. Let me get this.
Well, let's check out his truck here.
Okay.
Hey, if this was the Cyber truck,
Hey.
that was the Cyber truck, you think we'd hold up to it?
I mean, stainless steel. It'll hold up better better than my aluminum.
Remember they were hitting it on.
Yeah.
All right, let's come see what he's doing over here. Kind of show a little bit of the mess he's making here.
Chris, can I see your safety glasses? Thank you.
We got any good questions?
None so far.
Just using this flathead to make this a little easier to slide or to go.
Now, if you make this too tight, it's gonna try to bind up on that drop stick or whatever that is, that drop bar.
Yeah, okay, so there we go. Okay, so this is loose enough.
Now somebody did ask, how are we gonna lock it and close it if the drop bar is on the inside instead of the outside?
Well, it slides on the concrete until it hits your designated hole, and then it drops down.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when they go to opening with both drop sticks in, they basically grab, it will give a little bit and open it up, and then you just grab the handle, reach in there and pick it up, and it slide one side open.
So yeah, before I tighten these up, I just have to have them where they're not pinching the stick, the drop stick there.
Man, I know a guy that had a hammer like this, and he was beating some metal without safety glasses on. And he had a piece fly into his eye and ruptured it.
Jeez.
So always wear safety glasses. And I know we try to be good with it, but man, there's sometimes we don't have them on to get too busy. But man, what they're like $2, get a dozen of them and put in your work truck, you know.
It's worth it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't kidding.
Okay, bottom. Okay, it still slides. Let's get this top one a little bit tighter. Okay, about right here. Let's check our alignment. All we want to be able to do is pick it up and drop it back down.
Man, I'm getting hungry. We made some sandwich money today too.
Sure did.
A little bit tighter.
Come on, man, get it fixed for us. Do we have any new questions? How many people we got in there?
We have 24 viewers,
20?
17 likes, man. Smash that like button, guys.
Hit it with a hammer. Boom.
Okay, so this one can be picked up and dropped.
Okay, let's check its operation.
Yeah, it can be picked
A
up
little
and dropped.
stinky, but that's good enough because they kind of hold up. It won't drop down on them.
Yeah, and
That's
then
good enough.
it'll be easy enough to slide and drop like that.
Now let's
Sean said, what do you charge for dumpster cleanings?
It all depends. Sometimes it can be up to $250, $300. It might only be $100. Just really depends on what you're dealing with. I have done them for $500 or $600 if they're really bad. So, but on a reoccurring basis, that does change.
So this one will slide and drop into its hole.
Okay, let's do this one here on this side. Okay. You want to get that drop sticky down?
This one, yeah, same deal. Okay, I gotta lower this top one, so we still need another inch at the bottom. This one should be a lot easier than the other.
Yep, and then we're gonna flush it out, and then we're gonna show them how to drill a few holes with a hammer drill.
Okay, so about like perfect. Tighten it back up.
Someone said they know clients that do net 30s.
On
They-
what?
On dumpster pads.
Yeah.
Like, do you do that or get
Yeah.
cash?
Yeah, usually it's an invoice. Yeah, usually invoice. Sometimes they pay with a like a link. So you want to have a way to be able to take an online payment through Square or through a bunch of those other online payment things. But yeah, sometimes they send a paper check. The mom and pop stores and mom and pop restaurants will give you cash out the register most of the time. But other than that, it's going to be a net 30. I mean, I say net 30. Sometimes we get our checks quick. Like I'll submit an invoice on Friday, and probably by the next Thursday or Friday, I'll end up getting a paper check. Usually they go out pretty fast. But you can put those terms on the bottom of your invoice. You can create whatever terms you want. Obviously, they got to be realistic terms. You know, you don't put net 24 hours. You know, so, but you could put a net 15. I've seen those. I run a net 30 right now. Just makes it easier on the accounting department at some of our clients. But if it's a mom and pop store, you just have a receipt book with a little carbon paper. You get them at Office Depot or whatever for $2, you know, and just write them out a quick receipt and boom, take your cash and roll.
Okay, so this one is working. We just need the hole drill.
All right, y'all want to get on that then? So we only need one hole drilled or two?
I think just one, because this one will line up.
Well, let's line them up and then we need to mark. Pick that up and let it slide.
Okay.
Go ahead and lock that one in place. Lock your right door. Where's this hole at? All right, come back a little bit. Okay. So that one's
Yeah,
in
that
there.
one's in.
So now we're gonna just okay, perfect. Now we need to mark this one where we're gonna drill this hole. How you looking out there?
We're looking flush at the top. It's looking good.
Now your lock mechanism is latched in.
Yeah, the drop mechanism is on the ground.
What about this middle latch? How's it look?
It's latched. It looks
Okay, so we need something to mark that with. I don't know if I have anything on me. A piece of chalk would work, but
okay.
you got anything? Something that here? This might do it here. I don't know. Did that make a mark there? Not really, huh?
Oh, it did make a mark.
Yeah, just take something, kind of scour it right there. That way you see where you drill your hole.
Okay, put it back down as a reference. Okay, so we'll just draw a box around here.
Yeah, we're gonna put a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch. We might kind of put 2 1/2 inches kind of side by side. That way I have plenty of room to drop in there. But basically these holes, as we drill them,
Okay, so that's got a little circle around.
just kind of shaped like a tornado. The top is going to be a little bit wider, and then it kind of funnels down to a smaller spot. So our top, as you're going to see here in a minute, we take our hammer drill, and just the weight of the hammer drill, we start drilling down, but we kind of wiggle that hammer drill a little bit, kind of in a rotating fashion. That makes the hole a little bit larger at the top. And then as we get in a little bit deeper, we'll stop moving that hammer drill around and cause that hole to funnel down into that 1/2 inch. Reason why I like to do that, obviously this is ground level. These are going to fill up with dirt and sand, so they need to be deeper than you think they need to be. You know, you need to go on down a good piece, but also create that funnel right there. That'll give it room to displace any dirt or sand or muddy water when they push this down to lock it in. So you got this marked here.
Yeah, I got it marked.
All right, so
Shelton had asked, is the start a dumpster route the course for pads?
that's it. Yep. That'll get you to start cleaning the pads. It teaches you exactly what to charge, how to market that business. That's very important. And because there's a lot of times people don't even know who to call. So if they don't put 2 and 2 together, that a pressure washer or a soft wash guy can come in here and clean this. So you need to actively market to these people. We teach you how to do that in an extremely effective way. You can probably go learn it on your own. It may take a while for you to learn, but take a shortcut, man. Yeah, I make a couple of dollars off of it, but you will thank me later, I promise you. And actually right now, Aaron's got all the prices dropped on the Kartra page just as a Merry Christmas deal. He's actually a much nicer guy than what y'all really think. He called me, he said, hey man, I want to drop the prices, help guys out for Christmas. I said, yeah, hey, let's do it. We're all about it. So go check that out while he's in a good mood. So you got it marked, so we're ready to drill.
Yeah,
Unlock
get
this.
this other pin.
Yep. Now I'm gonna say full disclosure, my generator had been crunk up in 2 months, so we'll see what happens. All right, so let's get our extension cord generator. You can just follow.
We are getting a low battery as well.
Alright. I'm gonna have to wrap this up here shortly. Clean this out. We got a stitch it somewhere.
Okay. I see it's on
Yep.
by the drill.
That's my old. My other extension cords are running my Christmas lights.
This one, we'll use the blue or the red drill. Either one.
Either one. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got it on. Is that on or off?
That's on.
That's on.
Yeah, it's on show.
Is yeah, just hook it up. That's right on the mark.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're gonna kind of make that hole. Come in tighter. So basically what I'm doing, I'm wiggling the top of this and kind of make that hole top a little bit bigger. Also, always block this with your leg because this thing's got so much torque it'll twist and just ruin your wrist.
Looking good.
Might be a little small, man.
Yeah, the other hole's like an inch in diameter.
You want to see if it fit in there? Might have to put another one right on the side of it.
Yeah, to the right
A little
side.
small.
Yeah, it needs a hole about to the here it goes.
Oh, there it goes. That's it.
Look, it's the rod's thicker than the hole.
So it's not falling in there.
It'll fall in, but it's
You want to waller it out a little bit, just make it a little bit bigger. And what you can do is put your drill bit half of that hole.
Okay.
Half on the front and half in the hole.
yeah.
Alright, just go with it. Guys, that battery may go dead. help us cut better. Make it bigger.
Yeah, I'm making it a little bit bigger. All right, let's try this out. Okay, that
It dropped down in there pretty good.
yeah enough to keep
Yep.
it from flying back and forth.
Yeah, that should do it. Just check this out here, and then we're done.
All right.
Go turn this off. We still getting a low battery, you know.
Yeah.
Does it say how many percentage we got?
I forgot a while ago. I think it might have been 10%.
Yeah, it ain't much. So we're gonna have to wrap this up. I hate to just drop it. That's it. Yeah, that's a lot. All right, guys. As you see there, we got it done. Pretty much the whole time y'all were on, other than the spray painting, we didn't show y'all that part. $400 in an hour. So you know, you're not gonna get rich doing it, but it's like I said, you can do 5 or 6 of these a day if you want to do a little SEOing for it, do a little marketing for it. You can get you a little. Probably there's thousands of these around here that need to be fixed. There's just no one doing it. So, guys, again, check out our resource page. Aaron's in a good mood. He got everything half price or a big discount or something like that. Again, I'm Billy Davison here with Big Chris behind the camera. Apex the mechanic with his Ford, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
Oh, how do I stop it?
One more shot of Apex. Pick up your trash, son. I don't even know how to.
Let's see. It says orientation is locked. Oh, it's facing us now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to turn off. Yeah. Is there an X up there?